You are most welcome to my physics class. In my last class, like in last video, or last video, I have explained in details about two Kirchhoff's rules or Kirchhoff's law. One problem I was solved in my last video also. Here in this class, I will explain you very shortcut method which you must employ in your NEET or G joint entrance examination to save your time. Or you must solve suppose two loop problems. You suppose two loop problems, you should solve it within 1 minute, or basically less than 1 minute. You must solve a problem, especially in NEET examination. So this method, it's called nodal analysis. Here we will employ only the Kirchhoff's first law. Only first law we will use over here. There is no loop equations. So if there are two loops, you should form two loop equations as per my earlier method. But that is a time consuming process. So we should save our time. See, what is the basis of nodal analysis? One point means any point, any node or junction of the circuit. We will grounded that point basically. See, basic of this nodal analysis. Suppose let me draw 1 minute. C, D, E, F, suppose. So any one node or junction to be grounded, but you must choice to save your time. See, if I ground this point, that B point, so that VB equal to 0 volt. This point or this node, it's called reference node. This point which just I have grounded, so that is called reference node. This name of this point, reference node. Reference node. So what is the voltage? See, what is the voltage at this point? Now this positive terminal of the cell is grounded. So this is 0 volt. Positive terminal of the cell, potential of the positive terminal of the cell is now 0 volt. So what is the potential at this point? Let ABCD G say this point is G, this point is H. See, that is Vg, that is the potential of point G is basically 0 minus 24, because this positive potential of the positive terminal of the cell is 0, so this is minus 24 volt. Here also this potential of H point, that VH is 0 minus 24. 7 or it's minus 27 volt. Then what is the potential at this point? One more point is there in the circuit. So potential at this point, say that is X volt, say X volt. So VE, suppose X volt, say. Now apply Kirchhoff's first law. Apply Kirchhoff's first law at any one of the two nodes or junctions for this point or for this point. Any point you can apply it. Say suppose for point E, suppose all currents are coming out. You may consider all currents are coming out from this point. There is no problem. You need not to think about which current is entering, which current is leaving. So there is a time consuming process also. Suppose all currents are leaving from that point. So this current, suppose say I1, this current is I2, this current is I3. Then see for point E, applying KCL, if you apply KCL, then this I1 is how much? This current I1, see this potential of the point E is X volt and point G is minus 24 volt. So this potential difference by resistance, say VE minus VG divided by resistance, that is 2 plus that I2 VE minus VH by 6 plus VE minus VC or B. So this is 0. Whatever, let us write it is now VC by 4 ohm equal to, this is equal to 0. Now put the values of potential. VE is how much? X. X minus VG, this is minus 24 by 2, then plus Vx minus VH minus 27 divided by 6 plus VEVX X minus 0 by 4 equal to 0. So there is a single variable equation. In your joint entrance examination, you should avoid this line or this step. You should avoid it. You write down directly from the circuit as I1 plus I2 plus I3 basically. This is I1, this is I2, this is I3. So this is a single variable equation and will save your time. So X plus 24 by 2 plus X plus 27 by 6, X by 4 equal to 0. Now you can solve this X, find out the value of X, then you will get all the branch currents or potential difference of any between any 2 points. You can calculate now. So let me clean the board. So this is X by 2, X by 6 plus X by 4. X by 2 plus X by 6 plus X by 4, then 24 by 2, this is 12, 27 by 6. So just it is a part of the solution. It is a part of the solution. So this is minus 12. This is minus 27 by 6. So 3, 9 by 2, or this is 4.5. This is 27 by 6, or this it will be 3, 2, and 3, 9. 9 by 2 or 4.5. So the LCM 6, 4, 2, it will be 12. So 12 multiply by 12 on both sides. But it is solved. Solve for x. Solve for x. Then find currents I1, I2, I3. If any values, if any value of these three, suppose negative, it will be negative. At least one will be negative. So the direction of current, you will get the actual direction of current after getting the solution and their sign. So just let me explain the second problem. See, this is, suppose this is the reference node A, B, C, D. So for problems to say VA equal to 0 volt, then this B point VB equal to 2 volt, VB equal to 2 volt, VC here this is 5 volt, VC equal to 5 volt. So this point also you have got VD. VD will be, this is lower potential, this is higher. So it will be more 5 plus 10. That means 5 plus 10 volt or 15 volt. Because this positive terminal is has greater potential by how much? Here it is 5, so it will be 10 plus 5, 15. Now apply Kirchhoff's first law, or you need not to apply just Kirchhoff. Here you VC and VB, you have the idea about the potential of 2 points C and B. So current through this resistance 1 ohm, current through 1 ohm, how much? Current through 1 ohm, higher potential point C, VB is 2 volt, VC is 5 volt. So VB 2, VC 5. So current is flowing this way from higher to lower potential point. So current I1 say VC minus VB divided by resistance is 1. So VC equal to how much? 5 minus 2 by 1, or I1 equal to 3 ampere. I1 equal to 3 ampere. Now what is the current for this? This is 0 volt and VD is 15 volt. So current through 2 ohm. Current through 2 ohm is say I2. This current is again this way I2, or this one is I1. So I2 equal to Vd minus Va divided by 2, or Vd is 15, 15 minus 0 by 2. So this is 7.5 ampere. So this is a very shortcut method compared to earlier method where two loop equations and the solution will take more time. So just avoid that process in your joint entrance or NEET exam. But what about the nodal analysis for this circuit? If you like to apply nodal analysis for this circuit, there is a difficulty. I am showing you. So you can't apply nodal analysis for this type of circuit, because see, there is a cell, there is a cell without any resistance in series. So here also a cell, two cells are there without resistance in series. But here in this particular case, you will face some difficulties. See, let us analyze that circuit with the help of nodal analysis, and what problem we face. So that means nodal analysis you cannot apply for any circuits. Some criteria is there. So suppose we consider now this circuit. So any point, suppose this point is grounded, say A, B, C, D, E, F. So C point is grounded, or any other point you may ground. So Vc equal to 0, it's okay. Then this F point, this point F, its potential C Vf equal to -4 volts, because this is positive terminal is grounded and it is 0 volt. So this is here the potential is lowered by -4 volt, -4. So okay, you have got the potential of this point. Now say I am let me consider this point Va suppose X volt. So what will be the potential of this Vb? This voltage of this is 2 volts, 2 volt. So this is X volt, then it will be X minus 2 volt. Vb is X minus 2 volt. So one unknown is there, X. Again, you need to consider another unknown over here. Suppose Ve equal to Y volt, then Vd will be Y, this is minus, so Y minus 6 volt. So there are two unknown variables, X and Y. Also, this part of the job is a lengthy process, but tough job, that is basically tough process. So in that case, you avoid, or you can't apply, even you can't apply this Kirchhoff's rule for this node, because this potential difference is known, this potential difference is known, but this here is no resistance in this branch. So you can't write the current for this branch. So you can't apply nodal analysis for this circuit. So during application of nodal analysis, you should take some precaution whether there is a success or not. So take your own decision in your exam hall. So this is not for nodal analysis. Let me explain. Let me explain few problems. Like, see, suppose problem 4. Two ohm, 2 ampere. This is say 5 ampere, 3 ohm. It is suppose 4.5 volt, 2 ohm, 1 more cell, 2 volt, another resistance with current coming out 6 ampere, resistance is 6 ohm. There is a resistance of 4 ohm, current is 2 ampere. This is 4 ohm cell. And end points, suppose A, there is also a point, suppose B, then this is also a point C, there is another point, suppose D. So we need to calculate potential difference between points A and B. So what is VA minus VD is how much? How will you calculate this? See, here it is 5 ampere. But in this case, here it is 6 ampere, 2 ampere. So as per Kirchhoff's first law, current in this branch should be how much? 6 plus 2, this it will be 8 ampere. So apply here first Kirchhoff's rule. So 6 plus 2, then it is 8. But this is 5 ampere. So remaining 3 ampere must flow through this resistance. So 5 plus 3, it will be 8. So there is a current distribution before going to find the potential difference between 2 points A and D. Now, how will you calculate the potential difference? Say VA, potential of this point A is VA. So this is the decreasing direction of potential. Current is flowing this way. So you are proceeding or you are moving in the direction of decreasing potential. So minus potential at this point is VA, but potential at this point is smaller than that. But by how much? So that will be 5 into 2. 5 into 2. This 5 ampere into 2 ohm. So then you are proceeding from minus to plus. So potential, you are moving in the direction of increasing potential. So here you should write 4.5. Then B2, you are crossing this resistance. So minus 8 into 2. Then you are crossing this cell from higher to lower potential point. So put a minus of 2 volt. Then finally, you are crossing this resistance. So again, minus 4 into 2 equal to VD. So you have got the potential of point VD. Then VA minus VD, it is simple, minus 10 plus 4.5 minus 16 or 8, 16, 18 minus 8 equal to VD. VA minus VD will be 10 plus 18 plus 26 minus 4.5. So this is 36 minus 4.5 or 31.5. 31.5, right? Yeah, 31.5. So VA minus VD, 31.5 volts. So finding out of potential difference between any 2 points, that method is very easier method you can apply to find out potential difference between any 2 points of any circuit. So this is the end of my session. In my future video, I will discuss regarding Wheatstone bridge, meter bridge, potentiometer, ammeter, voltmeter, and some others related problems I will discuss in my next video. So thank you.